this week's quarantined edition of Win TV. I'm Garrett Bohannon, broadcasting from my living room.
And I'm Miranda Klodowski, broadcasting from my front yard.
Since the outbreak of COVID-19, the phrase social distancing has been used in news outlets, press conferences, and articles to describe how to stay away from this virus.
But what exactly does this phrase mean? Riley Chester informs us of what it means to social distance.
So you might have heard that with our current outbreak, political leaders are advising the community to practice social distancing. If you aren't aware what that is, social distancing is deliberately increasing the physical space between people to avoid spreading illness, according to Johns Hopkins Medicine. This will keep our number of cases to a number that our healthcare system can hold. Ways that you can social distance include contacting your friends online instead of meeting up in person, staying 6 feet away when you are around people, working from home, avoiding grocery shopping as much as you can, and avoiding public transportation. Lastly, just remember that your actions every day affect the people around you. So please, stay conscious and stay clean. This is Riley Chester for Win TV.
As COVID-19 is spread around the world, hospitals are seeing an influx of patients fighting for their lives.
Noah Mack reports on how hospitals have adapted to treat the coronavirus.
For many Wakeland students, the novel coronavirus just became a reality. On March 15th, Frisco ISD launched their alternative learning program in response to growing concerns of COVID-19. As schools adjust, so do hospitals, as they are the front line of this outbreak. I spoke with nurse Amy Mack to get more insight as to how local hospitals are handling it.
Our facility has a screening process that involves one entrance to our facility. If they have these symptoms, have traveled to a specific area of concern, or have been exposed to patients that are COVID positive, they are masked prior to entering and immediately placed in an isolation room. Currently, for all of our intubated patients, our personal protective equipment includes MaxAir helmets, gowns, and gloves.
As of April 1st, there have been 46 confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Frisco. Health officials urge that people continue to wash hands thoroughly and practice social distancing as cases increase. Only time will tell when this crisis will come to a close. But for now, our healthcare workers are putting their lives at risk to keep this virus at bay and our country safe. I'm Noah Mack for Win TV.
Along with social distancing, there's difficulty maintaining friendships. Madison Burke tells us how to maintain your friendships from afar.
During this time of quarantine, students are unable to leave their house and see their friends. However, there are many alternative ways to stay in contact. One way to see your friends and maintain communication is through FaceTime calls. These calls can include working on homework together and socializing. People also use social media to display their everyday lives and stay in touch with their friends. Some people enjoy playing video games to pass time and team up or play against their friends. While playing, they can talk to each other and strategize their plays, along with connecting through virtual games. Maintaining a safe distance from friends and talking online is the safest way to prevent COVID-19 from spreading. This has been Madison Burke for Win TV.
If you do need to leave the house, Alina Rani keeps us safe with these tips.
With most of us unable to leave our home, we may find ourselves looking for more activities to pass the time. One of these may include an increased diet leading to shortages on food. If you find yourself having to leave home, here's some ways to stay safe.
Since we don't have the professional masks that are required, we're trying to get the masks that I made just some at home. And we try to wear these and then come home and wash them. Some brand new bed sheets that were 100% cotton, and started cutting them and looked at some videos online, saw what exactly can I do to make sure that the measurements and everything is correct.
First of all, wash your hands before you leave the house. Get in your car, wipe your steering wheel down. Just overall try to keep it clean. If you have a pair of gloves, put them on. So if you're leaving the house, you come in contact with anything external as far as any kind of door handles, doorknobs, shelves, things, gas pump, you have gloves on throughout the time till you're out of the house. Keep your hand sanitizer bottle in the car. And just try to be careful, keep your 6-7 feet distance from another individuals. And just like the social distance policy is that keep 6 feet away from anyone you run into in the store or outside of the house.
It's better to be safe than sorry. I'm Ali Noorani for Win TV.
One absurd approach that citizens have been taking to preparing for the coronavirus is the hoarding of groceries, and specifically, toilet paper.
Tyler Teschner explores how this has created a shortage of food and supplies in grocery stores across the country.
Stores have become overrun with an abundance of people seemingly in need of large amounts of food, water, and nothing other than toilet paper.
So grocery shopping during the pandemic has been a bit difficult. There isn't always the items that you need, and especially like fresh items.
Places such as Walmart and Target are now setting limits on several items to reduce the hoarding. Although, it seems as if people still found a way.
Not been able to get, or a couple weeks ago I wasn't able to get chicken or frozen vegetables.
It may be for the fear of running out of toilet paper or the love for Charmin Ultra Strong, but toilet paper is definitely at a shortage during this national pandemic.
I think in a few weeks this will settle down, and hopefully May, June, toilet paper will just be plentiful across America.
This has been Tyler Teschner for Win TV.
Although washing your hands is an effective tip to keep the spread of coronavirus down, Sky Ford gives us tips on how to keep your hands clean in public.
With the state of the country, hand washing has become more important than ever. But not only for keeping you safe, but the people around you as well. According to the CDC, there are 5 steps to washing your hands. The first is to wet, then lather with soap. Next, scrub for 15 to 20 seconds. A good way to make sure you scrub for this amount of time is to sing happy birthday twice. Lastly, rinse and dry. Soap is especially important when washing your hands, according to Vox.com. This is because it breaks down the fatty layer that surrounds bacteria, allowing the bacteria to be destroyed. The alcohol in hand sanitizer works similarly as long as the hand sanitizer being used is at least 60% alcohol. However, washing your hands isn't always done with soap and water. It is important to have cleaning resources prepared when going out. You can do this by packing hand sanitizer or wet wipes in your car or bag. This makes it so you can always wash your hands after touching something dirty in public like a door handle or gas pump. Furthermore, Sandoz.com states that when people wash their hands in the right ways at the right times, it can be more effective than medication, vaccine, or even clean water, which goes to show how efficient washing hands can be. The main thing to remember is your impact on everyone and how washing your hands will keep them safe, along with yourself. If everyone did their part to stay clean during this time, it could drastically reduce the number of people getting affected by this sickness. Washing hands has now become a team effort. I'm Sky Ford for Win TV.
One thing that may have gone unnoticed is COVID-19's effect on students' mental health.
Nick Lombardi educates us on how students' mental health is being affected by this pandemic.
With the new regulations surrounding isolation, many students are actually thriving being homebodies, while others struggle with the lack of the daily social interaction they are used to.
Probably that I'm so used to having that social interaction with everybody, and now it's just kind of like cold turkey, which stopped, and that's a very big toll on me.
And I can't see my friend. So upsetting.
This environmental change has been a major stressor across the board.
We're dealing with it. I miss the social aspect of it. I miss softball. I miss the teachers.
I was just looking forward to this year, and this virus canceled it all.
To keep yourself sane during this stressful time, make sure that you're getting enough sleep, allowing yourself enough time to get your schoolwork done during the day, and checking in on your friends. I'm Nick Lombardi for Win TV.
I miss you.
If you need more ideas on what to do while quarantined, Wesley Abbey teaches us some easy quarantine cooking.
As you may or may not have noticed, grocery stores around the state are drying up as it gets harder and harder to get the foods you need. I attempted to make 3 of the easiest dishes I could come up with for one day. I stocked up on some simple ingredients that I could find and began throwing together meals in my kitchen. Eggs are one of the lowest common ingredients in abundance, so I tried to switch up breakfast by making a smoothie. I threw together some frozen blueberries, ice, oat milk, and a little bit of yogurt on top. Toast yourself a bagel and you've got yourself a nice breakfast with no eggs needed. It's important to prioritize reusable meat, so I grabbed some fried chicken that I cooked a couple nights before, spiced it up with some extra seasoning, and decided it was time to put it on some wraps. I grabbed some yogurt, garlic, lemon, and a little bit of salt, and I added it right in between. Added my chicken, sauteed some onions, and added my greens and my cheese, and once I rolled it up, cut it in half, and it looked like this. Make sure to give back where it's due. And for dinner, I decided to cook up some of the gnocchi, used some ground turkey from a night or two ago, added it into the sauce, drained my pasta water, and began preparing my dish. I added some of the sauce directly on top, and then added some Parmesan and fresh picked parsley. I couldn't think of a better time to start exploring the world of cooking, so use what you have and use it well. I'm Wesley Abbey for WinTV.
One way that doctors have been telling us to stop the spread of coronavirus is by refraining to touch our eyes, nose, and mouth. Vince Villanera gives us tips on how to stop touching your face.
As the spread of COVID-19 plagues our everyday lives, many doctors are warning people to refrain from touching our faces. However, this may be harder than many people think. According to MarketWatch.com, research shows that people touch their faces between 9 to 23 times per hour. Despite this, there are simple tricks that will help to stop this habit. The key is to be conscious of it and replace it with a different habit. One thing you could start doing is keeping a log of all the times you touch your face and find exactly why you do it. After finding the source of the habit, try and catch yourself before touching your face and try to do things like squeezing your fist or putting your hands in your pocket. Touching your face is also linked to stress, so another way to combat this is to relax by exercising or squeezing a stress ball. Although these are just a few ways, there are many other techniques to stop touching your face. Sometimes it's inevitable that you must touch your face, but it's important to remember to wash your hands in these events. I'm Vince Villanera for WinTV.
Due to quarantine, many artists and streaming services are creating and uploading content to keep us busy.
Cameron Quag Murphy tells us what's streaming while we're quarantining.
Due to self-quarantine being widely participated, people have found themselves at home with nothing to do. Here are some ways to pass the time. Call of Duty Warzone, a battle royale mode, and Animal Crossing New Horizons for the Nintendo Switch are two newly released video games that have gained much popularity during this time of isolation. New Netflix shows such as Tiger King, Ozark, and Season 2 of All American give viewers new entertainment to binge. Another streaming service, Disney Plus, has made movies Onward and Frozen 2 available to watch much earlier than anticipated. More early release movies include Sonic the Hedgehog, Birds of Prey, Bad Boys for Life, and Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. Finally, many artists have released new music for the public to enjoy from their own homes, such as The Weeknd, Pearl Jam, Nav, and Lil Uzi Vert. We hope you keep yourself busy and healthy. I'm Landon Smith for WinTV.
I'm going to take a quick break from anchoring to teach you how to use Canvas.
I was asked why I like Canvas, and I think the major answer is because it provides such great organization for my students. We started using Canvas at the beginning of the year, and because every day I walked my students through where things were located and how we would be using it, my students gained a familiarity with Canvas, and it's just viable. There's so many things that we can do with it.
For most teachers and students, Canvas has been an essential source for our e-learning after the unexpected outbreak of COVID-19. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So once you get to Canvas, you see that you have your dashboard here that's going to include all of your classes for the year and the semester. Here we have our account, courses, which features all the classes that are available on your dashboard. We have a calendar that has our dates, an inbox where we can send messages, and then a help icon. If we go a little further in depth, we have AP World History here. You can see we have a coursework and a resources button, and then there's also a tutorial schedule for Mrs. Smith. So if we go into coursework, we see that everything is sorted by unit. So we have all the units, all the work, quizzes, all sorted by units inside of coursework. And then, of course, via resources, you can find, anything that she's uploaded here. So this is where we'll find our textbooks, calendars, things like that. In our inbox, which is where you should go if you need to write a message for a teacher, you can select your course and then, of course, your teacher. So right here I'm sending in a message to Mrs. Smith for AP World History, so I can type in a subject and send a message that the teacher will receive directly through there. If you need to update your notification preferences, you can find that under Account, and this just allows you to customize any alerts or notifications that you'll get through your inbox. So I hope this tutorial helped you learn just a little bit more about Canvas. I'm Garrett Bohannon for WinTV.
Hey everyone, it's Emma. Welcome to my quarantine vlog. This is day 1 of vlogging. This annoying virus has already canceled something really important for me, which I just, because of this coronavirus, I have just spent a lot of time right where I am right now. I already spend a lot of time in my room, and with this coronavirus, I really have not left my room like at all. Yeah, this whole quarantine thing has mostly just looked like this. Me, my computer, and my bed. Yeah, so this coronavirus has definitely affected me. One of my friends who was just in New York, I can't hang out with her anymore, or at least for a while, because we don't know if she has the virus yet, and it's just, I can't risk it. We haven't been able to hang out. I had something really important to me canceled that I got to be a part of. So right now, I think I'm gonna work out on this reformer. Okay, quarantine, day 2. Do you have anything to say, Butterscotch? I am currently trying to find a movie to watch. Trying to find something that I really like and that's really good. So yeah, I'm just in that movie hunting process. Hello, it is day 3. I drew a hedgehog because I felt like it. So my dad just got some Chick-fil-A for me, which is very sweet. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog so I can go ahead and edit it. Bye, thanks for watching.
We hope everyone remains healthy and safe during this time. Stay forever orange and blue, and have a great weekend, Wolverines.